So we have a client who is wondering how this bolt, the Rockwood 585, might be used in a vertical application. To the client, he figures it's only good for a horizontal application. Surface bolts are used in horizontal and vertical applications. I typically see them more often in vertical applications, but that doesn't mean that they can't be used in any particular way that you need. The client's concern is if he were to take this Rockwood 585 and install it vertically, either at the top of a door or at the bottom of the door, what would prevent the bolt from falling down, becoming either disengaged from the strike or falling down and hitting the floor? He's thinking, well, I can only shoot that horizontally, otherwise it's going to fall or fall down or fall down. And, well, all bolts don't just easily slide. All bolts will basically stay in place. When you have very small residential sorts of slide bolts, there's really no provision to keep the bolt itself from sliding within the guides or to help prevent the unintentional sliding of the bolt within the guides. But surface bolts that are commercial in nature generally are going to have that provision. Now, barrel bolts don't have those types of provisions, because when you lift the barrel bolt up, you can lock it into place by rotating it generally 90 degree, either clockwise or counterclockwise. While other bolts like this, they have these friction plates that are installed back here underneath, and even decorative solid brass surface bolts that you'll see in residential applications, they have that too. It's generally made of nylon, or it could be some sort of a spring clip that's underneath the guide or the mounting post. But this bolt, it will not just fall out of place. It won't just creep down. It actually takes noticeable pressure to actually get it to move and slide. And of course, there are two of these mounting points that are here. So there are two spring clips that are back here, or friction clips that are keeping that bolt from just sliding. So that's how this actually works. I don't know how many pounds of force it would take if I just attach this and then pushed on one end, but it would be a sizable number. It would probably be a value, if I was going to guess, it could be a double-digit value in terms of pounds of force that would be required to move that, meaning more than 10 or more. So it's a sizable number. There are not instances of these bolts creeping down in normal circumstances. There are bolts that are so old and worn out with time that does occur. I'm aware that clients have had to replace bolts that have been installed for several years, if not decades. But in a normal new installation, this bolt will be very securely installed. You can faithfully expect that it's not going to slide out of the strike or slide down and hit the floor under any circumstances, really. If you have any questions on the Rockwood 585 and how that stays in place, feel free to reach out to us. One thing I will point out with this one is what will absolutely prevent it from moving is you can padlock this model. So you can padlock it either in a locked or an unlocked position. Why would you want to padlock it in a locked position? Well, for the obvious reason. You don't want someone to be able to unlock the door. Why you might want to padlock it in the unlocked position is because you don't want someone to lock the door. You don't want someone to close that door and then secure it closed. You want to prevent that from happening. Anyway, that's a provision of this Rockwood 585. Thank you very much. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.